Hi, my name is Lawrence. I'll be taking you on this video tutorial on Notify. Now, Notify has several modules and I will be giving you details on how you'll be able to navigate each of these modules. These modules has different features and I'll be taking you on how to navigate these features. Now, the first module we have is the Smart Admission Engine. Now, what is Smart Admission Engine? It is simply designed with the modular capability to add modules that address challenges encountered during admission. Now, the Smart Admission Engine uses a smartphone technology which enables parents to provide the required information for admission. It is equally used by the administrator for the preliminary setup of each admission window, which you would see as we progress. Now, this is a Smart Admission Engine at a glance. If you notice, we have different menus on this Smart Admission Engine, and they are the candidates, the exams, messaging, admission offer, utility, setup, and help. Now, what is candidate menu? What does it do? Candidate menu simply lists out all the registered candidates for CBT, and CBT stands for computer based test. We currently have the exam menu, and the exam menu showcases the admission window and exam setup. This is where you'll be able to set up your exam for a particular examination, e.g. maybe 2015-2016 common entrance exam. Now, the messaging menu, simply this is where you'll be able to send messages to either your parents, students, or teachers. Now, this messaging can be instantly or automatic. How do I mean by automatic? Here I'll be telling you on how to create message templates. By creating message template, you'll be able to send automated messages to your parents and the student. Now, admission offer. Admission offer, I'll be telling you on how to offer admission either by selective or instant. Now, utility, this is where you'll be able to download candidates, download candidate performance, analyze candidates, etc. I'll be showing you all this as we go on in this tutorial. Now, the setup. Now, this setup is where you are going to be setting up your class, your subject, your grade, as well as your question type. Now, sit tight as we go on. This is the admission setup engine at a glance. On this engine, I'll be showing you the admission setup engine at a glance. This on the left hand side is a menu bar. This is the candidates menu, where you'll be able to view all the candidates that has registered in a school at a glance, the particular class they are writing the exam for, the admission numbers, the scheduled time for the exam, and of course the time. I will equally show you the exam. This is where the exam lists are being portrayed. You'll be able to see all the exams on the admission engine. This is the messaging aspect. You can use this messaging menu to send your messages, whether instant or automated. This is the admission offer. This is where admissions can be offered, whether instant admission or selective admission. Of course, you can equally check the admission list. This is where all the lists of students that have been offered admission can be viewed from. We equally have the utility menu. This is where you can be able to download candidates. You can be able to upload results after they might have written the CBT. This is where you can equally check the candidate result and of course their performance. We equally have the setup. On the setup menu, you'll be able to set up a class, set up the subject, set up the question type, as well as set up the grade for each of the candidates. We equally have the help, where you'll be able to navigate to other help menus you have. Now, this is the admission engine at a glance. Admission engine setup, we have certain criteria that must be met. What are they? Now, once you activate your admission portal, you will need to do the following as an administrator. One, you need to configure the preliminary setting. The preliminary settings. Now, the first thing you need to do is what? You need to set up your class. Immediately that, you need to set up your subject. The next one, you need to set up your question type, and you need to set up your grade. Once you've done that, the next thing you need to do under the publish admission for registration is that you need to define the exam, set the exam timetable, set exam subject, and set the question. Now, immediately you finish that, you need to add the repository. Then you need to load questions for exam. Immediately you're done with that, that means you are done with the admission setup. The next thing you need to do is the candidate registration. Remember, all these are still under Smart Admission Engine. What you just finished in was the admission engine setup. Now, under the candidate registration, you need to do your parents registration. After you finish the parents registration, you now need to do the candidate registration proper. Immediately you're done with that, the third one will be testing and grading. And what does testing and grading entails? Under testing and grading, you will need to I'll show you how to connect the CBT server to the network, how to download candidate and exam, how to validate candidate, how to test, and how to upload results. Immediately you're done with that, I will show you how to conduct paper-based testing using the PBT. Now, immediately we're done with testing and grading, the next one is admission provisioning. And what does that entail? I'll show you how to offer instant admission as well as how to offer selective admission. All these are under admission provisioning. The next one under the Smart Admission Engine is post-admission activities. Under that, I will be telling you how to view candidate performance, how to analyze candidate performance, how to view admission lists, and how to transfer admitted students into the SIS. Now, sit tight as we start the tutorial on the admission engine setup. Under configure the preliminary settings, we will start with class setup. I will show you how to set up the class on admission portal.